Hello, Michael here. Today I want to share a dream that I had. It starts out with these planet-sized ships. They're like these huge asteroid ships, and they're coming with the aliens in them. And I was like to this one woman, the aliens are demons, and kind of just brushed me off. And so the aliens came. And there was this like fear that kind of gripped me a bit, you know. And they're kind of like when they came in to this building, they started shaking people's hands, and there's about two in front of me, I think about two in back, and it's like I did not want them shaking my hand. And the next thing I know, I basically, as I was coming over the fear, was able to mentally attack them somehow and made one of them fall. Um, they were like the Avatar blue, but a bit taller than a human, not like tall size that they normally are. Um, and she just fell down to the ground. And so this other guy that was next to her just started coming at me, and I made him fall a lot more easier. And so then I turn around, and the other two that are behind me, they're coming at me. So it's like, I'm going to attack both of them at the same time. And it was a little daunting, and I was able to make them drop really fast. So then I ran to this group I think I was a part of or something. I'm not sure. And I think they were in red, most of them. And the same lady, basically with that I told that the aliens are demons and all that, and I also saw some other people that I knew with her, and they were all coming to this group, and before they even came, it's like, I told everybody in the group, okay, we gotta pack up, we gotta get going, we gotta leave now. Everybody get ready. And so they came, and I'm trying to keep them out. I don't want them inside. But somehow they get inside the group, and she gives me this straw, and it's alien tech. And it's like, I don't want no part of this. And I basically give it back to her, and she puts one in on her chest and just starts sucking on it. And basically it's like it's sucking her, or her life out of her, I guess. And And she says to me, you want some teeth? Does anybody want a part of me? Kind of deal. And I'm like, what is this? And I just yell out, euthanasia, or basically killing the old people, because she was kind of old. And it's like, okay, we gotta go. It's time to go. No more time. We gotta go. Kind of deal. And ran out the door. And there's like this metal door kind of deal that I went out of. And left that group there, and whoever followed. And so there's kind of like the cartoon version of the aliens leaving. So like they're not really leaving, they're just pretending like they're leaving, I guess. And then there was about a dragon about the size of me there, and it started breathing fire at me. So basically I ran back inside and closed the metal door, and as I felt the door, it felt like a liquid, but like the door was warping as it was being attacked. And so I went back to the group, say, okay, come on, we gotta get going. I basically another chance, I guess, for them to come with. And they were kind of like dawdling, it's like, there's a dragon over there, so we gotta leave out this way. And so we were leaving out the other way. And the other way we were leaving, there's a bunch of glass and everything, and there's a few young girls, I think, that came with me, maybe. I'm not sure all that came with me. But most of the older men that were in red, they just kind of dulled by the doors and whatnot. And then the dragons started coming around, and this T-Rex basically gobbled them up. And I'm like, okay, come on, we gotta run, we gotta run. And so me and this little small group here ran, and we ran into a different door. This one girl was holding the door open. She let us in and closed the door. Then there is these plants that were dead. I guess you call them zombie plants. Best I can describe them. And so, anyways, these were, for whatever reason, went into the plants and were trapped by them. And I basically had to try to rescue him. And I was like, had my hand on one of the plant, and I command you to be dead and stay dead, and that one worked. And so I grabbed with both of my hands on another part of a good portion of these plants. And I'm like, it's kind of like covering my hands and almost like trying to take me over. And I'm basically wrestling with it in faith, I guess you say. And I basically, as it's starting to come over, I just get this boldness and faith. It's like, I command that which is dead to stay dead in Jesus' name. And I just like, boom, and it just like all died. That whole area that was there of dead plants that were dead, killed over and died. And from what I know, it's like there's I may have been that small group or another group or whatever, I don't know, but it's like they're saying something about such boldness and faith. And I command my hands, after I had to deal with that ordeal, they were distorted from the plants, and I commanded my hands to be healed, and both my hands are healed. Be healed, be healed. You know, and I just commanded them to be healed, and they're healed. And and I think that's about it for that dream. Last part is I was waking up from in my bed, but still not kind of in a dream, and I had both my toes, which looked like they had straws that had sucked on them. And as I was waking up, I just remember telling them to be healed. Okay. Bye. God bless.